today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Number 21, Mark Ingram.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
No! Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, something I see.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before they...
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll kick things off with the twice-yearly battle for Ohio. This one has Cleveland making the trip south to Cincinnati. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. And defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. Chuck Clark.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 52 yards.
At the 9-yard
Well,
line.
partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they want it.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. On 1st down, Snell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
They're going to run again with Snell. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to throw. Big hold to the 30. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And all the way up to the 46. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Steeler first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 38, Ravens 20.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. Ingram. Calais Campbell on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st down, Snell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's bring it. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 48, go. Go.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.